As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 3rd-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. For this one, the booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
They'll run play action. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air, it's Klubnik. Hauls it in. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it. Fires it incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
From the gun on third down. Fires to the right. Nice man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. First play of the period, first down here. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence.
Turning on the Jets. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Powers through the defender. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Looking to throw again. Under fire. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call here. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The give out of the gun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. They'll keep it on the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on third and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
And the Buckeyes will try to convert on fourth down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Buckeyes will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Swings it out to his running back. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Rushes on him. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, first down and more. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. Pocket breaking down. With the catch, it's Haynes. Past the 40. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you could spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Sayin. It's complete on the right side. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The screen always seems so easy until you find all of that traffic right in front, Jesse.
Yeah, and we see so many screens in college football these days. The ball getting spit out quickly. I think more and more defenses, Reese, today are just expecting it. They're practicing against it all week leading up to games. You can tell this defense well-versed right now in how to stop these types of plays.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Running into the open. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll bring it out. It's Tate. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Finds a seam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play, so this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second, and that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple of minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win, but they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback now breaking the field. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line, and he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Fires complete on the crosser. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a 1st down.
Got some room into the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing.
Going deep. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hand.
Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That one will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched it away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to pass, it's Klubnik. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. Some more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
On the double.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.